So today we're gonna upgrade my current Dream Machine Pro to the Dream Machine SE 2nd edition. Why should anyone really update? It's kind of hard to say. It depends a little bit on your use case and your internet speed. The Dream Machine Pro is an amazing machine. I think most owners would agree with that, and there is plenty of comparison of what the technical differences are between the Dream Machine Pro and the SE or the newer version, somewhat newer version. It's not dramatically, but it has one particular use case that is super important for me, and that is that the SE has basically 8 network ports with PoE, meaning power over Ethernet. Right now, I do have to go from the Dream Machine Pro to a little switch that has the PoEs, and I would like to simplify that setup and just use the Dream Machine Pro SE. The cable is a masterpiece upgrade compared to the first one. It has like this nice little fabric cover. Here you see the 2 devices on top of each other. So let's plug it in. Fired it up. So here you see how much nicer and all the way in the new power block goes versus the old traditional one. You have here a little lever to basically unplug it. So first thing first, he wants us to plug in the internet cable. So before I unhook my internet connection from the existing Dream Machine Pro to the Dream Machine SE, I will write down the current name, check the IP address. It seems like I have to re-import a backup, and I will link a video down below in the description that helped me which kind of backup I need to create. Okay, the moment of truth comes. I unhook internet here. Says it's connected to the internet, and now I should use my smartphone for the setup. Okay, so on the smartphone it already found it. Dream Machine special edition, not 2nd edition. So I stand corrected. SE is special edition. It asks me for a name. Let's call it Redmond SE. Check the internet speeds. Technically I should have a gig up and download. Let's see how good Simply Fiber actually is. Looks acceptable to me. Next. It's gonna set that up, and then I actually hope I can use my laptop to access it and import the backup file. We shall see. Okay, let's see. Now let's plug in some of the access point and see what happens. Okay, so technically they're all plugged in now. It now basically sees pretty much all the devices, but it knows it's managed by somewhere else. So I have to first adopt them. But now I'm actually wondering if I just have to set up all the wireless devices or if I can migrate it. We're getting ready. Okay, so it has taken it all over. So it adopted all the wireless devices but did not set up a wireless. So I will quickly create just a brand new wireless so I can connect my laptop so I can import the settings and see if that's gonna work. So let's just take a Redmond SE for setup, and then let's take some password and save this. Apply changes. Now we should then see. Here we go, Redmond SE. Let's enter the password. Okay, so we don't have internet. Okay, so now it works. So it was a reboot. A reboot somehow, more often than not, the reboot basically helped the whole situation. We now have internet connection on it. And now when we look here on the laptop, then we'll see that we now have the Redmond SE and the Red Dream, the previous machine. So I'm gonna click here on the Redmond, go to network, go to settings, I go to system, maintenance, restore from backup, select the backup. So that doesn't work. Go to the classic dashboard. Go back to the settings. Definitely looks different than before, but let's see. Upload file. It's because it's a newer version of what I have here. So awesome. Let's see how we can fix this. So as it seems like there is an update for the console specifically, which I currently try to apply. I have to honestly say, while it obviously is not a consumer device, it's not expected that my parents would use this. The upgrading now between the devices seems like it should be going more seamless, so to speak. Okay, so the update is done. You can see here now we have the import, the migration file, which I haven't had before. So that was the one that we exported on the previous one. I'll say open. It asks for a restart. Of course it asks for a restart. Technically a whole bunch of devices should come online because now the previous networks should go live again. Yep, and it seems like we're done. Go in networking again. So something definitely does not yet work as it's supposed to work. Let's see where we could possibly reboot the machine. So it seems like we're gonna have to do another power off. I don't know what is happening. So it's finally up and running. It was super frustrating. I mean, I literally had to reset all invol units by hand with the hardware reset button with like a little needle so I can reset them. In my case, it's only a handful, but if I were a business and I would have to do that on 20, 30 devices, that would be super frustrating. So I have to honestly say, Unify, there is so much potential for improvement. This is not acceptable for a product in that price range. And the main reason for me of updating was because it has power over Ethernet built into the 8 ports, so I can reduce one of the switches that I had out here in the garage, which will declutter the area and use less of the power outlets that I have right here. Now, if you should update or not, that is really up to you. A, do you already have more infrastructure than what I had and everything need up? Probably not. I did read there are some minor improvements, but it seems like unless you have like a 5 gig or 10 gig uplink with your ISP, it's not necessarily at this point to make the switch. And again, I hope by the time you are switching your device, that UI actually improved that user experience and would detect that you have actually a new Dream Machine in the network and asks you to transfer. Similar to what we're used from Apple with the iPhone, which is super convenient when you buy the new iPhone and you migrate all you have. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, please hit subscribe and click the notification bell so you stay up to date with the next videos I release. Thank you for watching.